the long-term sustainable development of any society. So it was 6,000 hectares then. Of course, then the greed of UMNO Barisan Nasional started chopping it up, slice by slice by slice, and it came down to 400 hectares or about 800 acres. And even that was on the chopping block. Kir Toyo's government had drawn up development plans, shop lots, houses, whatever you call it, the whole thing was going to be flattened. The residents of Kota Damansara were really alarmed. They said, no, that's the last green space we have, besides the polo ground, Mahathir's little project. And you must protect it. We said, fine, because we are committed to sustainable development. That's Pakatan Rakyat's one of our firm principles. We don't believe in development at any cost. We have to make sure we're responsible, that there is a world for our children's children and their children's children. But I remember saying this to the residents, to the voters then. I said, look, we can win Subang. We can win Kota Damansara. We can win Bukit Lanjan. But if we don't win the Selangor state government, we can't deliver on this promise. And that's what you must appreciate. So you have to play your part as well. In other words, you have to understand that it means voters all over Selangor must understand we need to change the government of Selangor. But perhaps for that reason and many other reasons, that happened. The miracle happened. 2008, we changed the government of Selangor. We threw out UMNO Barisan Nasional. We put in Pakatan Rakyat. And 2 years later, that forest is now gazetted as a permanent forest purely for education and limited recreation purposes. I'm sharing this story to say that this is now what we need to appreciate about changing Putrajaya. I think in Selangor, we can see the awareness is there, the feeling is there, but we must realize we need to add seats in Sabah, in Sarawak, in Johor, in Perak, and all over the place. We need to do that. And we can. There is a mood. A few nights ago in Sigamat, in a big ceramah where Anwar Ibrahim spoke, I think Kit Siang was there, the crowd was almost 30,000 people. Never happened before in Sigamat. Putrajaya where, I'm not sure what the actual number of voters is now. Do you know, Ambiga? 15,000. 15,000 voters compared to 130,000 in Subang. Can you imagine? Your vote is only 1/10 the value of a Putrajaya voter's vote. That's not fair. And that's something we will change if you give us the mandate. In Putrajaya last night, Nuraliza was there, Husam was there, the candidate, and Nick Aziz was there. Nuraliza was supposed to actually come to Pai Jaras, but she couldn't make it because I think she had difficulty getting there, and she had to be there. That crowd there was 20,000 over. 20,000 over in Putrajaya with only 15,000 voters. So there is a mood in the air.
Where do they come from?
So, but this is what I want to conclude with. We've got 7 days. Now, do you have friends and family in Sabah and Sarawak? I'm sure you have, right?
Yeah.
You have friends and family in Johor, Melaka, Negeri Sembilan, right?
Yeah.
In Perak and Terengganu, right?
Yeah.
So please call them, talk to them. We have to work this together. We have to carry this message of change all over the country. And that is what is going to change with us. So can we do this? Yeah. We have to do this the next 7 days. Right? This is not just, of course, we are here, playing our role as candidates, representatives of the party, representatives of Pakatan Rakyat. But what I'm praying is, what I want to say tonight to you is, At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you have the power of the vote. Can everybody who's registered to vote here, please raise your hands? Okay, that's a good number. So, first message again, you must make sure you get to wherever you're voting. Don't think that your vote is not important. Even every vote counts. Never think, I can't be bothered to go back to Perlis to vote. No, you must make the effort. And I'm just going to share one quick example. In 2004, in Kelantan, some of you may remember, the PAS maintained control of the state of Kelantan by a majority of only one state seat. And that state seat was won by a majority of 2 votes. So by 2 votes, PAS held on to the state government of Kelantan. Okay? So that's the power of the vote. Do not ever forget that and think that your one vote does not count. Every vote counts.